Right guys, time for part 5 of the blog. As you can see, not in the garage today. We're around at Neil's place doing some work on his kart. Good news is, what you're going to see about now is how he's started it first time as well. Who can believe it? Well, yeah, you know, good people at hand, good people at hand. So here, let's have a look at starting, have a listen to what they actually sound like running.
How's that? That's good. Can you get in there?
Yeah.
So when you're ready,
I'm ready.
is it in gear? No. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Started first time and it ran well. A few problems that we've got to look at just on the kart. So just a couple of fuel leaks, minor tweaks on the gear selection, but nothing major at all. It was very much a case of it started first time and ran pretty much as well as could be expected. So that's what we've been doing today actually. That's why we're not here. Obviously I'm not racing next week because we're coming towards the end of March. The first race is 1st of April, so I'm not racing in that one. Neil is, so it's been all hands on deck to getting prepped. And so as you can see now, there was several people working on the kart there. Some of the people I've mentioned before. So we've got Neil obviously, and John, and Tom, who's one of the fellow 210 racers. So we've all been mucking in today to try and get him ready to go next week, and we are pretty much there. So it's been a really good day so far. As I say, a couple of things left to do. You might be able to see some yellow bits of tape. That's Neil's system for marking up what he needs to do, and little bits to finish off. But absolutely fantastic, and you know, a real example of the series for how everyone you know, bands together, chips in, and make sure competitors can get to the grid. So really worth doing. So now I'm here and I've got Neil Hancock with me. Say hello, Neil.
Hi.
So this is his car, and we're just going to go through a bit about it. So this a little bit of detail. So why don't you take us through it, Neil? Start off. What chassis is it? What modifications have you done, and how the whole thing works?
Right. So basically, it's a 2001 Anderson AK.
Yeah.
It's been totally rebuilt by John Morris over the winter. 2 weeks ago, or just over 2 weeks ago. It was a bare chassis.
Yeah.
So a lot of work, obviously, John's put into it, and. Yeah, the last 2 or 3 days have been a bit hectic in pulling it all together, but as you've seen, it's now running and it's manageable. 2 or 3 hours and it'll be ready to go. Excellent.
So what special features have you got in the kart then? So you know, what parts would you not like to see, or bits that you found that have or suit your style, would you say?
Okay, so obviously modified the pedals slightly to bring them slightly further back. I use heel stops to get me a good grounding in the seat. Yeah. I use a specific quite short tank so I can get my legs up and over them, and so I've got reasonable control. Yeah. What else? We've got quick release detachable side rails, so we've got quick access to the engine should we need to.
Yeah.
So literally, that's it. It's out the way.
Oh, brilliant! That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Same with the chain guard. Chain guard pulls off fairly quickly.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I think it's important to say, isn't it? These quick release features that you've added are crucial as part of the whole maintaining the car on the race day.
They come with experience. So you learn what you need access to. Yeah, so I can get right up to it now rather than
Yeah. I mean, and that's part of the race day, isn't it? So you're always going to have to be, you can't just expect to. The kart's going to be absolutely flawless. So, I mean, it might be, but I mean, you've got to expect the odd bit of tinkering, haven't you?
Two-stroke engine,
and
constantly tweaking the tuning to get the best out of it. So you're constantly fiddling with them.
Absolutely. But it's, I mean, would you say that we've talked about this, and I've talked about this in my previous videos, but the level of which the tweaking. It's not massively in depth. It's something that anyone can pick up, isn't it?
Really simple to do. Once you've got the hang of what you need to do, it's jetting up and down, tyre pressures, adjusting the chain. Quite simple things, really.
Excellent. Good to know. Okay, I know I said about all the maintenance and the skills required to set up and drive these karts, but I believe there's an alternative option, isn't there, Neil?
Absolutely. I mean, for me, to start with, I was very much hands-off, and it was really an arrive and drive scenario, with John supporting me, actually. And that option is still there. So there are opportunities for people just literally to pay for, turn up, and somebody will manage the kart for you. So the car, engine, everything will be sorted for you. That's an option for people who haven't got the skill set, obviously, to do that from the outset.
Brilliant. And how would they get in touch with or through you guys or anything like that? Would it be through the 2 Cent Challenge website?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it.
Excellent. Yeah. So there you go, guys. We're going to cut the blog for today. As you see, we've been working on a kart. You've heard it start. You've got a bit more about what's going on. But I think that's really important to know that if you haven't got that technical mindset, or you know what, you just want to go. Then the opportunity is here. One thing I will say that I didn't mention actually was that I passed my ARCs yesterday. Thank you very much, Neil. So I passed my ARCs yesterday. It was only a written test for myself because I've done my ARDS test, which is the actual car driving one. But very well taken care of at Three Sisters Circuit, so good to see they're still going. So I'll have to finish off with voice only, I'm afraid, guys, just for now, because unfortunately the Camry battery died and we missed the last few seconds of the recording. So after passing my ARCs, big success, and again, Three Sisters, absolutely fantastically well looked after. But you don't even need an ARCs to get a taster for it. You can come down on a Saturday. As the arrive and drive is still there, you can pay, you can have a go in a practice session. You'll be well taken care of. It's how I started, in fact, and get a real taste for what it's all about. Feel the car, and that's going to give you a real introduction into how you'll know if the series is for you. But I would certainly urge you to come along and. Especially if you think this might be for you, then please get in contact with the website, with the people at the website, which is 210challenge.co.uk, and they will put you in the right direction, and we can get you in a kart and get you sorted. The one thing I will definitely say, it's worth noting, is that this isn't just for men. This is for ladies as well. There are lady competitors within the series, and they do extremely well. So, this is open to all types of people. As long as you're over 16 years of age, then, you can take part in this series and you can get involved in racing. But for now, anything you want me to cover, any questions you have, please leave in the comments. I always keep an eye out, and I'll make sure I respond. But next week is the big one. We'll be at Rissington, and it will be time for the first race of the season. So expect lots of footage, interviews, and details on how the race is, what the race goes, and what's involved. And it should be a really good fun episode next week. A lot of new content coming. All right, thanks very much, guys, and I will see you then.